You might think cheese is just cheese, but if you're over 60, eating the wrong kind could be slowly damaging your heart, bones, even your brain. And yet, a few types can actually extend your life. Let's break it all down. Cheese. It's creamy, it's rich, and it's packed with flavor. But here's the twist. Not all cheeses are created equal, especially for seniors. Some are packed with nutrients that support aging muscles and protect memory. Others? They can quietly raise your blood pressure, clog your arteries, and increase inflammation. If you're over 60, this isn't just a preference, it's a health decision. So in this video, we're covering 4 cheeses you absolutely need in your life, and 4 you should never even let near your fridge. Cheese can either help or hurt your body. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, especially to sodium, saturated fats, and certain preservatives. And guess what? Many cheeses are loaded with exactly that. Your blood pressure starts to creep up, your bones become more fragile, and your digestion slows down. And if you're not careful, the cheese you've always loved might be pushing your body in the wrong direction. But there's another side to this. Cheese can actually be a superfood for seniors if you know which kinds to choose. Some are packed with high-quality protein, calcium, vitamin B12, and even probiotics that support gut health and immunity. The problem is, no one tells you which is which, until now. Let's start with the good. 4 cheeses seniors should eat. 1. Ricotta cheese. Your bone booster. Ricotta is one of the healthiest cheeses out there for seniors. It's light, low in sodium, and high in calcium. 1/2 cup serving gives you about 25% of your daily calcium needs, without loading you up with saturated fat. What makes ricotta especially great? It's made from whey, the same protein found in those fancy fitness powders. Whey is super easy to digest and helps maintain muscle mass, something crucial as we age. Add it to whole grain toast, mix into scrambled eggs, or use it in place of mayo on sandwiches. 2. Goat cheese. Gut-friendly and lower in fat goat cheese is easier to digest than cow's milk cheese, making it perfect for seniors who have developed lactose intolerance. It's lower in fat, has fewer calories, and contains probiotics that improve gut health. Goat cheese is also rich in vitamin A, magnesium, and selenium, all helpful for immune health and inflammation control. Try it in salads, on whole grain crackers, or with roasted veggies. 3. Parmesan, the nutrient powerhouse. Yes, the hard, aged cheese you sprinkle on pasta is a win for older adults. Why? Because it's incredibly nutrient-dense. Parmesan is rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, which all support bone strength. It's also packed with umami flavor, so a little goes a long way. That means you get a flavor hit without having to use large portions. Even better, the aging process breaks down most of the lactose, so it's easier on the stomach. 4. Swiss cheese, the heart helper. Swiss cheese is often overlooked, but it's a hidden gem. It has less sodium than most cheeses, and it's a solid source of vitamin B12, which helps keep your brain sharp and your energy levels up. The lower sodium makes it especially good for those watching their blood pressure. Stick it in a sandwich, melt it on steamed veggies, or pair it with apple slices for a healthy snack. Now, the cheeses to avoid. These next 4 might be tasty, but if you're over 60, they could be doing more harm than good. 1. Processed cheese slices, aka plastic cheese. Let's start with the obvious one. If it comes wrapped in plastic and doesn't need refrigeration, your body probably doesn't want it. Processed cheeses like American singles are packed with artificial additives, preservatives, and way too much sodium. Many are made from leftover cheese scraps mixed with emulsifiers and oils. They spike your sodium intake, add saturated fats, and deliver barely any real nutrition. And the worst part? Many seniors eat them daily thinking they're mild and easy to chew. Big mistake. 2. Blue cheese, the inflammation trigger. This one might surprise you. While blue cheese is fancy and flavorful, it can be a nightmare for seniors with arthritis, gout, or inflammatory conditions. That intense flavor comes from mold cultures, which can trigger inflammatory responses. Blue cheese also tends to be high in sodium and saturated fat. And let's not forget, for anyone with a weaker immune system, mold-ripened cheeses carry a small but real risk of infection. If you've got joint pain or are immunocompromised, skip the blue. 3. Cream cheese, the silent blood pressure booster. Cream cheese might seem harmless. It's soft, spreadable, and mild. But it's one of the worst offenders when it comes to saturated fat and sodium. Even just 2 tablespoons can contain over 10% of your daily sodium, and almost no nutritional benefit in return. No calcium, no probiotics, barely any protein. It's basically spreadable fat with salt. You're better off with a healthy alternative like hummus or Greek yogurt spread. 4. Queso and cheese dips. The hidden danger. Now let's talk about those cheesy dips, especially the ones that come in jars or get served warm at parties. These are loaded with sodium, preservatives, and artificial coloring. They also often use processed cheese as a base. Eating just a few tablespoons can easily double your sodium intake for the day. And they're addicting, which means it's way too easy to overeat without even realizing it. If you're serious about your health, skip the dips and go for some healthy, whole cheese options instead. Why these choices matter. Let's zoom out a bit and talk about why these cheeses matter. After 60, your risk of heart disease, stroke, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline increases. And every food you put in your body either supports your health or slowly chips away at it. Cheese isn't just a snack. It can be medicine or it can be poison. You need calcium to prevent fractures. You need vitamin B12 for memory. You need protein to preserve your strength. But you don't need extra sodium that raises your blood pressure. You don't need fake oils and emulsifiers that clog your arteries. And you definitely don't need anything that's hard to digest or inflames your joints. Choosing the right cheese could be the simplest, tastiest step you take toward living longer, stronger, and sharper. Your new daily cheese plan. Here's a simple plan you can follow. Breakfast. A whole grain English muffin with a tablespoon of ricotta and sliced strawberries. Lunch. Mixed greens with cherry tomatoes, grilled chicken, and crumbled goat cheese. Snack. Apple slices with a few cubes of Swiss dinner. Steamed broccoli with a light sprinkle of grated Parmesan. No processed cheese. No dips. No mystery mold. Just smart choices that protect your bones, brain, and heart. What you need to remember. If you're over 60, cheese can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Stick to ricotta, goat cheese, Parmesan, Swiss avoid. Processed slices, blue cheese, cream cheese, queso dips. The right cheese supports your bones, brain, muscles, and heart. The wrong one silently raises your blood pressure and inflammation. Eat smart. Live well. And don't fall for marketing tricks. Because cheese food isn't real food. Want more smart food swaps that actually protect your health? Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one.